bright object in the western sky is Venus. And yes, it is bright enough to be visible during the day. And a couple of years ago, it was positioned such that one of our folks with a telescope was able to put his telescope on Venus during the day. And I haven't quite checked all the astronautics and that sort of thing, but it might be possible that we might be able to do that again this year. The thing that's interesting about Venus, of course, it's a completely cloud-covered planet. When you look at it through a telescope, all you see is this white disk because it's completely covered with clouds. It's said that there's sort of a runaway greenhouse effect that's going on in Venus, but yet we have studied the features of Venus. We have studied, you know, the mountains, the canyons, the valleys on Venus. But when you look at it through a telescope, because Venus is closer to the sun than the Earth, Venus also exhibits phases, just like the moon does. And so when you look at Venus through a telescope, you may see it either as full, you may see it as crescent, you may see it as half. Let's see. And then, so that occurs during the day. It occurs the first Saturday of May, so it'll be May 6th this year. And it starts at 10 a.m. and goes till to 2:30 p.m. And if you're interested in doing it, it's a great event to be out walking the trail, learning about the planets, and interacting with scientists and amateur astronomers and people who are very enthusiastic about the solar system, very enthusiastic about, you know, teaching people and about the planets and about the solar system. Now, in addition to that, in the evening, there are also events at Anne Arundel Community College. The Astronomy Club, where Jessica Harriman is currently the president of the Astronomy Club at the Anne Arundel Community College. She is a former student here. They will have a number of events that evening. We'll have a talk by a scientist from NASA Goddard actually it will be on Saturn and on the Cassini mission. The observatory will be open so that once it gets dark, there'll be an opportunity to look through the telescopes. And we're also going to be showing a film about entitled Into the Unknown, which is about the James Webb Space Telescope. And it's about how it's made, the people who made it, the people who are building it, what the James Webb Space Telescope is going to be doing, and the plans for the mission. So that's all going to be in the evening on the first Saturday of May, May 6th. Okay? Let's see. Any questions? Okay, any questions about Planet Walk? It's a great event. This is, like I said, we've been doing this since 2009. Now, why did we start in 2009? Well, 2009 was the 400th anniversary of Galileo's first pointing the telescope to the heavens. And so that was dubbed the International Year of Astronomy. And during that International Year of Astronomy, you know, we did a number of events. I was at NASA Goddard at that time. We did a number of events, and one of them was to hold this Planet Walk. And we've been holding the Planet Walk ever since then. Okay, so we're still waiting for Tim. Tim is probably delayed in traffic, unfortunately. My background is as an astronomer. So if you happen to have any burning or less burning astronomy questions, I can answer them, or I can try to answer them. So the types of things that I studied when I was actively doing astronomy, I actually studied black holes, and I studied essentially how black holes actually can emit light. Now you think, wait a minute, I thought I heard that black holes just, you know, absorb everything and they can't emit anything. Well, it turns out that what happens is that near a black hole, it may be in a system with another star. And if the other star is close enough to it, gas will actually flow from the normal star to the black hole. And as that gas gets near the black hole, it heats up, gets hot, and it happens to emit X-rays. So we can actually observe the properties of black holes by what happens to the X-rays, or by studying the X-rays that are coming from the black hole. We can learn things like, if it's in that binary system, we can learn how fast is it orbiting the star, and from that we can actually learn how massive the black hole is. And these black holes tend to be a few times the mass of our sun. Now there's other black holes that are many, many times the mass of our sun, and these are the centers of galaxies. And these can be hundreds, millions, even billions times the mass of the sun. All right, I'm here to entertain questions. Anything about astronomy? Yeah? This question is that some say, it's been told that some of the stars we see at night don't actually exist anymore. Any question? How can that be? Okay, so how can that be is because light actually takes time to get here, okay? And so for example, did you hear the recent story? There was a recent story about 7 Earth-like planets being discovered around a small red star about 40 light years away. And did you hear about this story? Yeah, that was an amazing story. So the star is 40 light years away. So what does that mean? It means that the light takes 40 years to get from that star to here. So let's see, it's 2017. 40 years ago was 1977. So the light that we're seeing from that star today was emitted by that star in 1977. Now, what we don't know is what happened to that star in those intervening 40 years. Now, stars like that are pretty stable, and most likely they are still around. However, there are other stars, for example, supermassive stars, that actually don't live very long. And it is very possible that when you see a supermassive, blue giant star, and especially if it's in a red giant phase, that by the time the light has arrived here, it's very possible that something happened to it and maybe it exploded. Now, you won't know that until the light from that explosion actually reaches us. So it may take another, however far away that star is, 50, 100 years for us to know that. So the reason that happens is because light takes time to travel to us. Other questions? Okay, I'm going to hand off.